awesome. You know, Josh, you know, we've had this material, we've been sitting on it for about 2 years. I mean, I started writing it right after we got off of the support for Year of the Black Rainbow, and for me, it was like, you know, I was listening to these songs and the demos. I mean, I just felt like the statements, the messages in the songs weren't being punctuated as well as I would have liked. And Josh, just, he really has a tremendous sense of song, you know, and together we kind of find, and sometimes he just finds it, like what the statements are and how they can be punctuated by him and his delivery, you know, at the kit. So, you know, he just does a really tremendous job, and he's just got a tremendous sense of groove. He's just a really talented musician and artist, so it's like, it's really nice to have him back, you know. So, you know, Zach, every day Zach is like, he surprises me with something, always. Like, it's, you know, he'll pick up any instrument and all of a sudden he's a master at it. It's like, where does, you know, you might as well just play the guitar, here, take it, you know, that kind of thing. You know, when Zach came into the studio, you know, because he was suggested by Mike and Chris, who co-produced the record with us. You know, when he came in, he was a little shy, and that's kind of what I liked about his personality, because I almost saw myself in him. So as we started working on the songs, you know, because we had given him some demos, he kind of came up with some ideas, and we started to kind of, you know, mold what would ultimately become the bass parts. But as soon as he got that comfort and felt that, he got a stride. He just started to open up and blossom, and it's just like, he just really works. And I think you can really hear it on a lot of the songs, like just like kind of his motions, you know, to add like these melodic qualities to that frequency of the music. So, you know what, here's my thing, is like Zach, I for a long time, that side of the stage has been kind of free, right? So I tend to, you know, naturally go to my left. Nowadays, it's like that area is not free. Zach is a very enthusiastic and he's a very energetic performer. So it's like I go back there and sometimes we're like, you know, checking each other and every night it feels like every night I'm apologizing. I'm like, I'm sorry, Zach. You know, but it feels good to just have that enthusiasm to my, you know, to my left. So. Josh was in the moment. I loved every minute of it. You know, Josh, to me, you know, in terms of his energy, there's no drummer like him. You know, that's one of the things I always go on record saying, is that one of the misfortunes of being me in Coheed and Cambria is I don't get to watch Josh live. You know, because no one plays like Josh. He reminds me of like a more John Bonham meets the energy of Keith Moon. And he kind of, in his actions that night, I definitely felt Keith Moon, and I was super excited. So, so yeah. Well, right now there are, Shawnee and I are both working on the scripts for Kill Audio 2 and Key of Z. You know, we had a bit of a hiccup with Key of Z because we weren't sure if the new villain was as original as we had hoped he would be, so we kind of added more detail to him, more complexities, and I think it's starting to work. Plus, we were a little unsure if we wanted to bring back Nick Ewing, because the ending of Key of Z 2, excuse me, the end of Key of Z, it's so romantic the way it ends. You know, that open ending of uncertainty of whether or not Ewing has passed away or not. You know, it was a little hard. So. But I think, you know, that's what made him such a strong character, is that, like, that turmoil. So so I think ultimately we're going to bring him back. So I mean, we're just working on the scripts right now for those two, as well as I've been toying around with my first superhero attempts. One is a superhero team. That one I might put on the back burner because I have like a hero quest that I think I want to explore. So yeah, so we'll see. I think that one I'm going to probably start penciling soon.
Okay, cool.
Holy mackerel. Who would I want to save me? It's really tough, but right off the bat I'm going to go, because I just like the, you know, it's probably going to seem pretty standard, but Batman and the Joker. Just, I really like the play between them. I mean, I think it shows certainly in the contribution I have with the Arkham City soundtrack and the song Deranged. It's just you know, anytime I think of a superhero in that, like, the chemistry of him and the villain, I always think of those two because they're so extreme opposites. They're so interesting to me. You know, one is so colorful but yet so evil. The other one is so dark but yet so good and troubled. You know, so it's like I really like their relationship a lot. So I want to get in between those two. You know, if I had a superpower on tour, it'd probably be one. It'd either be flight or teleportation, just so I could kind of go back home, see my dogs when I want to, see my family. I think that would be probably more so teleportation because it's instant. At least in my mind it is. So I would go with that. I think I'm gonna go with Conan, but maybe the Destroyer actually, the one that's like dun 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 dun. That is the sh. I guess, who would it be? I don't know, something dark. I mean, it's tough because I've never actually done like a score. I would like to do a score at some point, you know, like really like sit with the right arrangers and kind of come up with some sort of composition. I think it's something I've been wanting to do. I've tried my hand at some TV commercials and things like that, but I think ultimately somewhere down the road I would love to do it. If I had to pick somebody, I mean, the music has to be an extension of the hero. And I don't want to say Batman because I think Hans Zimmer does a great job. I thought Danny Elfman did a great job, and so I just don't know if I could ever fill those shoes as much as I would love to. But it's so tough. It's so tough. But you know what? I'm going to say I want to do it for the Emery Wars, just to be safe, you know, because that's pretty broad. No, you know, I'll just go in Emery Wars. And I want to create characters that can like withstand the test of time. I mean, that's ultimately what I want to do. So.